I'm Cristy Code Red, and this is Questions with Code Red, where you write in your questions to fitness, nutrition, or personal questions, and I answer them candidly and honestly on camera. And this week's question comes in from Tampa, Florida. Oh, Brian, I've got some memories of Tampa, Florida. I know I say this on every video, but I've been around a lot of places around this world, and Tampa, Florida is where we filmed my MTV's Made show back in 2006, so it's been 10 years. So I spent a lot of time in Tampa, Florida. All right. So Brian wants to know, what is the best exercise? I wish I had $1 for every time I got this question. And a lot of times when I do public speaking, I'll get some guy in the back that'll raise their hand and be like, what's the best exercise? Two things, Brian. You ready? The best exercise is the one you will actually do on a consistent basis. All right. So I'm not gonna if you won't go to CrossFit, then what's the point of telling you that that's the best exercise? You're not gonna go anyway. But if you'll actually go and jog on the treadmill every single time, then go do that. So best exercise is the one you're gonna actually do. You gotta find what works for you. You gotta find what you like. The second thing to remember on what's the best exercise, well, it depends on your goal. If your goal is to box in an amateur boxing match by the end of the summer, well, you don't need to spend the whole summer on your mountain bike. You know what I'm saying? You need to spend the entire summer in the boxing gym, boxing, sparring, plyometrics, speed drills, weightlifting. You got to box. Boxing requires boxing. Cycling requires cycling. Running requires running. When you're thinking, well, Cristy, what about CrossFit or cross training? Cross training is fine a little bit, but you got to train to your sport. Whatever your sport is, you have to train to your sport. Because I can take a guy from CrossFit who's got all these big muscles and can do a bunch of pull-ups. So what? You put him in a boxing match, he's not going to last 15 seconds. The guy's going to get his ass knocked out. All right. So you're going to have to train to your sport. If grandma's goal is to just be able to pick up her grandkids without throwing her back out, then I'm going to send her to yoga. All right. Because grandma doesn't want to get on a stationary bike. And that's not going to do her any good. And she doesn't even like it. But she likes yoga for seniors. So, hey, grandma, go to yoga for seniors. She likes it. It's going to give her the core strength that she needs. All of her friends are there. She goes 3 times a week. Perfect. That's how you work that. So the best exercise is the one you're going to do on a consistent basis and the one that matches your goal. All right, Brian. Have a great time in Tampa, Florida. I know it's beautiful there. I'm sure it is. Beautiful and sunny. It was when I was there. Follow me online at Cristy Code Red for more Code Red quick tips, for more questions with Code Red, for lots of tips and videos and testimonials. And I will see you next week.